This weekend, David and Gary Klein, his husband, will be in New York to chum it out with the stars of the stage at the 77th Annual Tony Awards.
Yeah, I wish I could take all of you with me, but since I can't, we have found a way you can celebrate in style from the comfort of your own home.
And we have Shari Zatman of Perfectly Planned by Shari here to turn your living room into a Tony's event. I mean, look how beautiful and thoughtful this is.
Thank you. Well, I love Broadway, so I had a lot of fun with this one. So I have a lot of stuff to show you today.
Yes.
So starting here with this playbill centerpiece, I always like to bring something that I think is kind of easy and accessible to do. So these are actually real covers of playbills, and I used foam core and carved and scored and made a pentagon shape as a base, and then
put the
playbills around the front. And just made this fun. I thought this felt very Broadway.
Yeah.
You know, the ostrich feathers and, you know, something different other than, you know, traditional floral centerpiece.
No, it's very cool. Have you seen all those? Is that how you got the playbills?
So I have not seen them yet.
Okay.
And this one, as we move on to, this represents Gutenberg, and this one is my favorite musical I've never seen.
I agree with you. I have not seen it. It sounds like so much fun.
So it had a very short run.
Yeah.
Josh Gad, Andrew Rannells, and there were two characters that played every part. And so they wore different hats to represent all the characters in the show because there were only two playing all of the parts. So I used that concept to represent a bar and took the hats and labeled what we're having at our bar.
That's excellent.
We have, I don't know if you can see on the inside, but we have chocolate cake, it looks like, in these boxes, looking like little statues. Don't break it. Don't break it.
So these are Tony statuettes, but edible Tony statuettes.
Yeah, this is better than the real thing.
Yeah, so the actual award statuette on the top is carved chocolate, molded carved chocolate with edible silver foil.
Gosh, are you talented.
And I used black box, put cake, chocolate cake on the inside, and you know, it looks like it's edible, and it looks like a Tony statuette.
It sure does. I would like to win one of those.
And even these are wonderful. Drink your wine and then make it a display.
Yeah, so that represents one of the other shows on Broadway, Days of Wine and Roses. And I don't know if you know what it's about, but there's a couple that, did you? Okay.
Oh, I saw it.
So they're alcohol drinkers and drink progressively throughout the week. And so I added a little detail of the letters and the days of the week on all the wine bottles, and they get a little bit sloppier as the week goes on. And I definitely want to make sure we talk about this marquee, though, because
the one I almost knocked over.
Yes, but this was like a 5,000 puzzle piece project, and I'm going to explain that. So this was a carved foam, and I put a light box in the center of it. So that's actually how it started. And then I added very small, I guess you would call them Christmas tree lights, and I stuck them in around to make the light up marquee. And I don't know if you can see it lit up so well.
Yes.
But then I used almost 5,000 gold push pins
for the
accent. So it became a little bit of a family project, you know, kind of like a puzzle is. And we sort of all added the gold pins, but they were about 5,000.
Holy cow. All right, that took some work, but it looks really, really good.
I have to say, this is why you leave it to the experts. Perfectly Planned by Shari is a real thing, as you can see here.
She knows how to do it. And in fact, we're going to talk about this apple coming up a little bit later on, because we are not done yet. When we come back, Shari is teaching us how to make the big apple.
We got to clear some room. Okay, we're upping our floral game big time when PTL returns.